First question from Cora. Who can help me to contact investors and share my ideas with which I think I have $1 billion idea and no money to start it?
Perfect. So we've actually talked about this. I think it was like literally one of the first episodes talking about how to get funding. John, who is much more experienced than I am, Blake has experience with John raising capital. Number one, when you're trying to raise capital, you've got to reach out to your local angel network. So if you're getting less than $1 million check, it's probably going to come within, I think John said, 50 to 150 miles of where you live. So plug into 1 million cups, plug into pitch contests, plug into the landscape within your area where investors are going to be either at or they're going to have their ears to the ground there. What other advice do you have with him?
So I'll back it up a few steps and like put on the Dream Crusher hat and say that you need to have a solid business plan and a path to making some form of money before you run up to an investor with $1 billion idea. Because I could go down the street today to any number of investors with a $1 billion idea to automate taxi services and create an app that makes somebody pull up in front of my parking lot and I drive with them. Like anybody can create a clone of any other $1 billion idea rapidly. So what you need to focus on is figuring out how you create the minimum viable business for that idea and start executing it. If all you have is an idea, an investor will basically laugh at you because you need to have some structure around it. You need to have some work done, some market research, and be able to say, hey, look, I am doing this today, but I want to grow the business to this far future thing. Without that, there's not even use to contact those investors.
Yeah, I agree. I think the last thing I want to add to that is you've got to show that you have skin in the game. If you don't have money, you need to have put in enough amount of work into it to show that you're invested in it. Someone's not going to it baffles me that people think that it's okay to go and ask someone for a $25,000 check with no work on their input into
with
it.
An idea.
Yeah.
You have to build a moat around yourself, because if your idea is to do XYZ, there are 40,000 other people with that same idea working on it, probably harder than you are, and you have no moat to protect yourself. If you take that 25 grand on and you get squashed by any one of those multiple competitors, you're not kind of starting off on a good foot.
Yep.